What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to show you how we create our custom river tables. Be a two-part video. First part being the custom computer desk that we built for a customer, followed up by the TV unit afterwards. So if you haven't already, jump on, hit that subscribe button, drop us a like, and we'll take you and show you how you can make something as small as this to something as big as this. Here I measure and cut the slabs just past the final width so I can flush trim at the end. So now we've cut the ends, we have a general outline of the computer desk width, and you can see as of here in the middle is where the resin will go, and a few on each end. So what we'll do is throw these through the thicknesser, cut the edges, put them in the mold, and trim off any excess that we have to, and so we can calculate the resin. We've got the mold, let's go back and box it together. Now what we're doing is we're cutting out the mold. So we're going to make this 2 meters by 900, ready to put into the slabs in here. So we'll box up each of the sides up and whack it into the floor and ready to go. So as you can see, mold's all been cut up. It's the taping process. So we'll put some tape, flash tape on these, screw it up, box it in, put the seal on the edges, and then we'll put the slabs in. So she's all done, ready to go. We'll level this off and seal it once the slabs are all thickness, smooth, with some silicone around the edges. We're going to cork up the edges, make it all seal proof when we pour the epoxy. So now that the mold's done, I'm going to take the slabs next door, throw them through the thicknesser, cut the edges on the panel saw, come back in here, refit them in. Once they fit perfect, we'll seal it up and get ready for the pour. Sweet, now I've got the track saw all set up over here. I'm going to cut these and then get them into the mold over here. After this is dried out and sealed up, and we'll fit them in and we'll measure out how much the river's going to be. So here's the mold with the cork edges all sealed up. Time to tell if it's all seal proof. Here we have it in the mold. So what we've done is put some beams across. And what these do is they just push the slabs down and stop them from rising up when the epoxy gets poured in through the river. Just give you a quick look at the river, what it's going to look like. A bit in the corner, a bit around here, and a bit around this edge here, a little bit in the corner. Debarked the inner edge, and we've left some bark on here to give it a bit more feature. Basically, in a normal situation, river table with an oil coat over the top, you'd want to kind of get rid of this because it will just come off. The epoxy won't bond to the actual timber, it will bond to the bark, and over time the bark will come away and it will loosen the epoxy away from it. The reason we're leaving this on is that the epoxy will go in. Once that's set and sanded back, we'll actually be coating this whole computer desk with a pour-on resin, which is like a liquid glass. So that will actually go over the bark and the timber, and that will keep it all joined together. With this one, the inside is all sealed. What I'm actually going to do is seal the outside as well, just for that extra protection. The epoxy we use is quite watery, so it does flow and get under those cracks and kind of go everywhere. These beams have provided a nice seal between that, but in saying that, we have had instances where the epoxy's gone under the slabs and then come out of the cracks on this end if these ain't sealed up properly. So just an extra precaution, we're going to cork around the edges as well. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to measure up the river. We're going to calculate how much resin that we need, and we'll mix it up, add the colour in, chuck it in the bucket and do one big pour. As you can see here, the river is all in, looking beautiful. Now it's time to wait.
After the first pour, we did another pour all over the table. This gave us a 3D depth to the river and also kept that bark feature exposed. It also sealed the timber ready for when we do the finish. Once the table was cured, we removed it from the mould and put it through the sanding machine. We skipped over this footage and went straight into the finished coats. Here we coated down the side of the table first. It was already sealed from the table pours. We only needed 2 more coats. On top we did 2 seal coats and a flood coat, removing all the air bubbles with a butane torch. We're doing this with a pour-on coating resin made here locally in Australia. After the top coat was cured, the table was then sprayed with a 2-pack gloss to help prevent scratches. The legs were attached and delivery was done.